Welcome to Megazord Radio. It's the show where we watch, recap, and rank episodes of the Power Rangers television franchise. Another season in the books, folks. Joining me today, of course, is the beautiful, the wonderful, the British, the echoing microphone, Nightster.
Hey, my mic isn't that bad. Hey guys.
No, your mic quality is fine, but I don't know if somebody walked into the room or if that was me and you were echoing, but I heard like a voice.
Oh, weird.
That was not yours. That was soft. Anyway,
Wow.
enough about the ghosts in Nightster's house. How you doing? Welcome to the show.
I'm doing pretty good.
Pretty
First
good.
season completely done. That's a wild thing to think about. We've finished an entire season of this show.
So I meant to check the Cosmic Fury episode to see how like I ordered everything, but I didn't. So I'm just gonna go in whatever order I feel like, because who cares about consistency?
Not us.
I certainly don't.
And not here on Megazord Radio.
Have you looked at the Megazord Radio season 1 document at all recently? Don't. If you haven't, don't.
Not since the last video.
Okay, then don't look at it.
That's when I had to edit it.
Don't look at it because it's where I've stored this first segment we're gonna do, where we're gonna find out who the mathematically best characters are in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers season 1. As you recall, this was not particularly interesting for Cosmic Fury because there were only 20 points to go around. This time there were like 140 or something because there was me and Nightster, 60 points each, and then Crow was here for like 30 or whatever. And I did decide, I did make the game day decision because when I said this in Cosmic Fury, we hadn't had any guests, so it didn't apply. I decided I am going to count the guests. We don't have them too often. I think it's okay that they can sway the statistics. I included guests as well. And by guests, I mean a guy named Bo who was on twice. That's the only guest we've ever had.
Yeah.
We also had Jack a couple times, but he didn't actually do the episodes. He was just there for like a beginning discussion. He came on to talk about Once and Always when that came out, and then he came on to talk about Cosmic Fury when that came out. But he didn't actually do the episodes. But anyway, so let's start off with what I'm going to call the honorable mentions, because these are characters that only got 1 point each. They are Pumpkin Wrapper. No particular order, by the way. They did kind of whatever order they ended up with in. Pumpkin Wrapper, Quagmire, Dragonzord, Lokar, Tickle Sneezer, Madam Woe, Babu, Babe Ruthless, Jeremy, Dark Warrior, King Sphinx, Shell Shock, Chunky Chicken, Pine Octopus, and the Lizinator. Those are our 1 point honorable mentions.
A lot of monsters.
Yeah, usually monsters only appear once, so they really only have an opportunity to get 2 points at most.
True. Or 3 if there's a special guest on that episode.
True. And then we've got our 2-pointers. These are on the board. Those ones are the honorable mention. Everything from on, these are on the board. They got at least 2 points. So coming in at the bottom of the board, there are 7 characters who got 2 points. And that is Goldar, Scorpina, Jack the Mouse, Zordon, Skull, and Pudgy Pig.
And the thing is, I don't even remember who Jack the Mouse was.
So Billy had a lab mouse in an episode, and Crow and our guests both gave it character of the episode. His name was Jack.
See.
So Jack the Mouse on the board. And then we got 2 3-pointers, and that's Ernie and Rita.
Yeah, Ernie.
Shout out to Ernie.
Shout out to Ernie, the goat.
And then the only character to receive 4 points is Lunk.
Wow. Very high honor for Lunk.
Yeah, he fucking destroyed his friend. Babu only got one.
Yeah.
And then we've got two characters that got 5 points, and that's Bulk and Alpha.
Wow. Was not expecting
And,
that.
and then we got our Rangers, because obviously they're the top 6, because they get favorite character most of the time.
Yeah.
Coming in sorely at the bottom, 9 points behind the next entry, Billy Cranston.
Justice for my boy Billy.
It didn't help that I did not pick him a one time the entire season.
I'm pretty sure I did though.
You did a couple
Respect to Billy.
times, and Crow did a couple times, so he got some points. He still managed to beat every non-Power Ranger character, which I wasn't sure. I was like, is Billy gonna get beaten by a character that's not a Power Ranger? But he eked it out by 1 point. He beat every non-Power Ranger character.
That's
And
good for him.
then the next entry is tied. 2 Rangers are tied for 15 points. You want to try to guess who?
Trini and Kimberly.
You got it. Trini and Kimberly, 15 points.
Wow. Girl power.
Now we got our top 3. The moment of truth, the big guys. Coming in at a 17 points at number 3. It's Jason.
Yep. That's what I thought was gonna happen. I think I know what's happening next, and I'm
Coming in at number 2, which we weren't very sure about which one this was going to be. What do you think? Call your shot.
I think 2 is gonna be Tommy, 1 is gonna be Zach.
Well, you're wrong. Number 2 is Zach. Number 1 is Tommy. Tommy wins.
I was hoping that would happen, but I wasn't too sure.
Zach got 23 points. Tommy got 27.
Nice. So Tommy beat him out by what, 4 points?
4 points.
Good for Tommy.
So there we go, folks. According to the math, Tommy's the best character.
And that's just basic science.
Yeah, the true science facts. Now, I guess at this point is where we'll kind of have a general open discussion about our feelings on the season, because those feelings are going to lead into how we rank the season and how we rank the Rangers. So it makes sense to do that next and then do the rankings. So Nightster, how did you feel generally about Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Season 1?
Yeah, I thought it was a good season. There's definitely a lot to say about the characters and their journeys. I did find it a bit odd how some aspects of the characters seem to like appear for an episode or so for the plot and then never be brought up again, but I guess that's just how it would happen in
Yeah,
a kid's
that was
show.
kind of that happens in like 90s like kid shows like this, because like the characters, when you look at them, not that they don't have like little things that make them unique, but like mostly it's just like they're like perfect children who are great at everything. So whenever you want to do an episode where one of them is not great at something, you have to like invent that. Because it's
Yeah.
not the case by default, because they're all perfect little children.
But apart from that, I think the villains were very compelling. Even the monsters of the week were like they had personality, which
Yeah,
you can't
that's a
you
really
can't
good thing
say
about
that.
season 1. Yeah.
You can't say that about a lot of the newer seasons of the show, but you
Yeah,
can for season 1.
yeah, newer seasons have a real problem with making their monsters memorable, whereas Mighty Morphin, especially season 1, just gave them such like goofy personalities and gimmicks that like they stick in your mind. Like everybody remembers Pudgy Pig. Everybody remembers Pumpkin Rapper. Everybody remembers fucking King Sphinx. But nobody remembers Creature or I'm trying to remember the name of one monster from any modern season, and I can't do it.
Um. Uh. uh um. I'm I'm trying to think of like the Disney era monsters. Ah, I can't.
Not a one. Creature is the
No.
only one, and that's because of the wiki joke.
Sure. But even then, is he really a monster of the week? He kind of had plot relevance.
He got killed in 1 second. That's fair.
Uh, was Bernard a general?
I think
Uh,
so.
damn it. Bless you.
There's a
That's
monster
the
named Toady in Jungle Fury.
Oh yeah,
There you
Toady.
go. I came up with one.
I still can't think of any. Toot and Haken from Dino Thunder.
True. There you go.
Yeah. I'd be doing my favorite season a disservice if I couldn't remember a single monster from it.
You got one. You did it.
Yeah. Uh, but yeah, memorable villains, and the Rangers were amazing. Each one having their own strengths, weaknesses, and just feeling like they have to be there in the team. Like it makes sense for all of them to be there because they play their part really well.
Yeah, that's another unique element about season one is like that's another problem that modern seasons struggle with is like they tend to have like one or two characters who are kind of just there. Like sometimes those characters are able to like be good enough when they are there that they're fan favorites.
Yeah.
But in the reality of the show, they're like never focused on. Case in point, Madison Roca. A great disservice was done to Madison Roca.
Oh, tell me about it. She deserved so much more than what she got.
She didn't have a single spotlight episode that she got to be the spotlight the whole time. She had the
It was all
episode where she was like sad that like nobody thought she was cool, but then she got turned into a statue and Nick had to save her. And there was the episode where I don't even remember what was happening, but it seemed like a Madison spotlight for the first half. But then she kisses a frog and the frog turns into Daggeron, and it becomes a Daggeron episode.
yeah, but you see what I mean? Every time that I say this seems more like a Nick focused season. Because even when it's a spotlight episode for the other characters, a lot of the time Nick just steals the spotlight in those episodes.
I feel like it was just Madison. Maybe it was so egregious with Madison that you spread it to the other ones, but like, I feel like Chip and Vita and Xander got a decent amount of highlight. Daggeron, I don't think got much, but I think the other three of the main five got a decent amount.
Maybe. That's probably my Nick hatred, just trying to find some way to justify itself.
Yeah, you're committed to hating Nick, no matter how many people destroy your reasoning for it. You're
I
like,
just
I
don't
have
like
to
him.
hate him. I
I just don't
have
like
to.
him. I just don't like him.
I just think he's not neat.
He's not
Uh,
neat. He's not a good character.
it's just like, what do you not like about him so much? Because I feel like any trait that I can think of that would be like a negative trait of Nick is also a negative trait of Connor.
Well, if I think of like bad scenes with Nick, and one of the first that comes to mind is right at the end of the show, where he gives up. Like you're the red, and you're literally just gonna give up the entire fight because what? Um, there was that one time where you didn't have magic, and now the villain's here. Like, bro, you have your magic, and you have your team behind you, and you're just gonna give up.
I think I understand where you're coming from there, but that's a human reaction. That's a realistic react when the apocalypse is happening. It makes sense that a human man might be like, I don't know if I can do this, bro. Like
Yeah,
we're all gonna die, and then but then his team gives him a talk, and he snaps right back into. I think that's a very realistic and human reaction to the apocalypse happening.
and I could imagine it from any of the other team members, but if it's your supposed leader that's being like, no, we can't do this. Like, come on.
I'm also glad that happened because it gave Madison one of her best moments of the season, where
It
she
did. That's
fucking
what I was
slaps some
gonna
sense into him.
say. Yeah, she was literally like, um, she was proper pissed off at that point, and I'm glad about it because we got to see a really passionate Maddie.
All right, let's put a pin in Mystic Forest until like 2034 and
Yeah.
return to Mighty Morphin.
But anyway, yeah, all the characters were like well rounded this season. I can't think of any that I just didn't like.
Yeah, like in other seasons, like there'll be the characters that are just there. Some characters that are just like annoying. Like I didn't like not even counting seasons where I didn't like all of them because they were bad seasons. Like I have I kind of came around on Wild Forest. I have like a special special feelings toward Wild Forest. It kind of turned me around in the end. But I didn't like Danny and Max. They were annoying. But everyone here plays their part, is not annoying, and is a good character.
Yeah.
And the thing about season 1 really is like there's such a unique feel to it that like it doesn't even carry over to the rest of Mighty Morphin. Not that the rest of Mighty Morphin isn't good. In fact, I might think the rest of Mighty Morphin is better than season 1. But people disagree on that. I'm curious to see what your thoughts are going to be once we watch season 2 and season 3. But there's a specific feeling of season 1 where it's like I think it's just the original cast give off this vibe of like it's Saved by the Bell, but they're superheroes. Like it's like a teen sitcom cast. They're great. They all have their own little things. They work well together. But also it's instead of just being in high school and getting in wacky shenanigans, they also fight monsters in spandex.
Yeah, I mean, it does kind of feel like a sitcom at times, but it is just very funny.
Saved by the communicator beep.
Saved by the Beep.
Saved by the beep.
So yeah,
I'm gonna make that real. I'm gonna get like a cast picture, and I'm gonna make like a Saved by the Beep logo that's just Saved by the Bell, but there's like the Power Rangers communicator behind the word beep, so you understand what it's referring to.
yeah, I would genuinely watch an actual sitcom of the Power Rangers cast.
I genuinely like they get to like a sitcom feeling again in Zio, where they work well together comedically and as a cast. And not that season 2 and 3 they don't, but like season 1's very good at it, and Zio is also very good at it. But I always thought like they should have. It would have been cool if they had like a sitcom like after passing the torch. It's just like, oh, the old Power Rangers like moved to New York and start a new life, and we do a sitcom. Get
Oh yeah,
Rocky back in there.
and imagine there's scenes of them like seeing that some kind of trouble is going around, like, oh, some guy's getting robbed, and like, right, it's more. Oh, that's right. We haven't got them anymore.
I started to write a script for this concept. I wrote like the first scene where like all the current Power Rangers cast gets to have like one last like little cameo in the first episode, and they have like a going away party at the juice bar. And they go to New York to go to college.
Wow. Wow.
Although that wouldn't technically work because Cat's going to London. You would have Cat would have to not be in it because they wrote themselves into a hole with Cat. But
Yeah, but we'll get to Kat and Rocky and
yeah,
Adam
we don't
and
know any
Tanya
of these people yet.
and Aisha. Yeah, no. Right now it's just Jason, Billy, Zach, Trini, Kimberly, and Tommy. Those are
Yeah,
our Rangers.
those are our Rangers. I'm trying to think of more thoughts because we gotta fill more airtime.
The Zords were pretty cool.
Yes, man, these are some of the best
Of the
Zords in the
Zord fights.
franchise for sure.
And the most I don't think they're my favorite Zords in the show.
Oh, not
In the
favorite,
franchise.
but one of the best.
They're up there. And they're definitely the most iconic.
I would also argue that they have some of the best suits in the franchise, which would really piss me off when you and Crow were doing your fucking suit ranking and you put the main 5 Jew Rangers in A tier. I would have been fine with 4 out of 5, but Tornado Ranger belongs in S tier.
I was trying to push them up higher, but Crow wasn't having it.
Tornado Ranger looks sick. He deserves to be an S tier for sure.
Yeah. I probably should have, looking back, I probably should have made a kind of argument of, with at least Tyranno Ranger do like a middle ground and put him in A tier, near top of A.
They were all in A tier, weren't they? Was it worse than I remember?
Wait, was it? Let me.
I think they were all in
Oh,
A tier, and I was like, Tornado Ranger should be in S tier, and Crow was like, well, Nightster said A tier too, so
I did not say A tier.
another lie. Fucking Crow liety. Tune into the Gojuger episode from this past couple days ago if you want to know what I'm referring to there.
Because I said that a S tier, and he was like, "No, I think they're A tier." So I kind of bent towards it, but yeah, he just wasn't.
At
He
least the
wasn't
Green
having it.
Ranger was an S tier, but I think the Red Ranger should have been too.
Oh yeah, Green and S was just one that I was fighting for. I was like, no, Green has to go in S because that is just default badass suit.
Yeah, it's iconic, it's badass, everybody knows it. It's obviously S tier.
I don't care if you think that White Ranger Tommy is a better character than Green Ranger Tommy. I might agree when I get there, but you can't tell me that the White Ranger suit is better than the Green Ranger suit.
I think I kind of hold them in equal regard. I can't really choose between them because they're both so awesome and they're both associated with an awesome character that I like.
They are like, oh, the Green Ranger suit is just so cool.
Yeah, no, I will give you that. The Green Ranger suit is dope. It might be my least favorite besides Turbo, Tommy character wise. But it's definitely at the very least my second favorite suit, if not my favorite.
It's definitely, I think it might be my second favorite suit in Power Rangers, period.
Hell yeah.
And we all know what my number one is, but this is just I'm looking at it now.
Hell yeah. But suits are good. The villain cast, quite enjoyable. I think it's definitely missing a piece, and that piece is Lord Zed, who we will get next season. But in its state in season 1, well, it's missing 2 pieces. We'll also get Rito in season 3, and that's when it'll be really good. But I think the cast as it exists at this moment is good. I don't know how I feel about Rita as a main villain. I don't know if she has the presence. Like I like her as like a co-villain to Lord Zed a lot, but I don't know how I feel about her being the leading lady.
It kind of seemed to me like she had these weird, specific plans revolving around the Rangers and what they were doing at that moment.
Oh well, that's not going away. Zed does that too, but ah, I'm trying to remember one. Oh, there's the classic. Rocky just wants to have fun, eh? I'll make it so that's all he wants to have.
Was that a Lord Zed thing?
Yes, there's literally an episode called Rocky Wants to Have Fun, in which Zed puts a spell on Rocky where he only wants to have fun because he was having so much fun. And Zed's like, "Oh, you like fun, do you? Let me."
This reminds me of a freaking song.
Girls just want to have
Rocky
fun.
just
Probably a
just
reference. Yeah.
imagine that song, but it just says Rocky instead of girls. Cause Rocky just wants to have fun.
Is it called just Rocky? Is it called Rocky? What is it actually? It is called Rocky Just Wants to Have Fun. It's definitely a reference.
Yeah.
I had that episode on VHS. It's one of my favorites because I watched it 700 times. It was the only one I had on VHS that had Tommy as the White Ranger, and I liked Tommy as the White Ranger. So this one I watched like fucking a billion times until I put it in a shitty broken VHS tape player and it ate it. I was so pissed. It ate like the film. Like I tried to take the tape out and the film was like ripped out by the VHS player.
Oh, doesn't sound too good.
And then I was like, fuck. Because I had so many VHS players, VHS tapes. I needed a VHS player. It was like my primary form of entertainment. And I was like, maybe it was a fluke. And then I sacrificed my fucking Monsters Inc. tape to see if it was a consistent problem. And it was. And Monster Inc. broke too. And I was like, God damn it. I had to go ask my mom for a new fucking VHS player. DVDs. I also had a DVD player, by the way. It's just that I had so many hand-me-down VHS tapes from my older sister that I was a VHS kid. I was a 90s kid raised in the 2000s because like all of my entertainment was hand-me-downs from my older sister.
I mean, yeah, I guess I can understand.
Have you even ever operated a VHS player before?
Oh, when I was younger, we had one, and I actually had a VHS tape of Lightspeed that I'd watch a lot.
I also
So
had a Lightspeed tape. Was it the Lost Galaxy crossover or was it a different one?
I think it was the first episode.
Oh, okay. I had the Lost Galaxy crossover. And
Yeah,
the scene where they like poison Trakina fucking creeped me out as a kid. Like I had a real fucking visceral reaction to like poison being fed into Trakina by several tubes and her like crying in agony. I was like, oh my god, this is horrifying. I never want to see this again. I
that
definitely
would
did
be
watch it a couple
scarring.
more
Yeah.
times though. I got over it.
Yeah, that would be scarring for sure.
All right,
I
but season
yeah.
1, anything else? Supporting characters we didn't really talk about, of course, the lovely Bulk and Skull. This is definitely their weakest showing, but that only is tantamount to how great they are because they were great in this season too.
And of course we can't forget um I forget what it's called, but the mayonnaise.
Timmy P's real brand mayonnaise.
Yeah. All part of the show.
And we got Ernie, classic
Ernie.
guy, lovable,
Love Ernie.
love Ernie. And then there's the Miss Appleby and Mr.
Appleby
Kaplan
and the
at the
Kaplan, yep.
school.
Teachers.
I like when
They
Mr.
were
Kaplan loses his toupee.
so often it was great.
I don't really have any feelings, particularly one way or the other, about Miss Appleby. She's fine. She's a teacher.
Like she was funny in that one scene where um she tricked Bulk and Skull into grouping themselves.
Yeah, because they were trying to do a prank, and she's like, "Why don't you open the box?" And they're like, "No, no, we don't want to deprive you of opening the box." And she's like, "But you should open the box actually." And they had to open the box and get gooped.
Yeah. Uh, Alpha, of
She was
course.
great. She was great that episode too, actually, because there was that other joke where she like eviscerates Bulk and Skull in the class. She's like, they're like, "What if we don't have anything to change?" And she's like, "Yeah, I'm sure somebody will help you out, and if they don't, I got you. Don't worry."
And followed by another jab from Tommy where it's like,
Yeah.
oh, don't worry, guys. I got you if you need it. Uh, the Alpha and Zordon, of course, we haven't touched on those.
Oh shit, we did not. Zordon is a good
So,
mentor. He's not.
yeah,
I don't think he's really one of the best. Like, I guess like there's not that many mentors. He's probably in the top 10, maybe. But like, I like him as like what he means to the Rangers. Like there's like the emotional stakes of losing Zordon is like the best thing that Zordon provides to the show because he's like their floating tube dad, and I love that dynamic.
Yeah.
And then Alpha's the best, and I love him, and he's my favorite, and he's the classic guy.
Ay, 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 ay.
Ay, 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 ay.
I
He's
don't
just
get
so
how.
sweet. He just wants to be their friend, but he doesn't
Yeah.
understand humanity because he's a robot. It's great.
Like, how does Zordon know everything? Is my question.
Good question. Good question.
It's
I
like
guess
every
he's
time.
some. Is he a Morphin master? And we just never had it spoken in that of terms,
Well, I mean,
or is he like above the Morphin masters? Is he the Morphin man?
Morphin Man.
Take me by the hand.
Um,
How am I supposed to do that? I don't have hands.
is he like God?
I don't
Is that
know.
because in Cosmic Fury he was kind of like a god-like figure. I don't know.
I don't know. He's Zordon. He's
Yeah, Zordon is
he's
Zordon.
Tube Dad.
Tube dead. Yeah. Um,
And then are there any other character? We didn't talk about Scorpina, I guess, so we talked about the villains because she's barely in the show, unfortunately. But she's great for when she is.
yeah, I really wish we got more Scorpina.
Well, we're gonna see her one more time. You'll get one more Scorpina.
One more Scorpina scene. I really wish that when she grew, she kept her like actual Scorpina look and not just this weird scorpion monster.
I kind of like that. It's like I like the concept of like the beauty on the outside, but then when she's unleashed, like the horrors on the inside. Like I like that concept.
Yeah, I just don't see where it like came from. It didn't get pointed out in any episode. Like, oh, she's this happens because she's this species, which unleashes its full potential when growing. Like, nah, it's just oh, when she grows, she just changes. No rhyme or reason. It just happens.
Yeah, I guess they probably could have explained it a little better, but I
Yeah.
appreciated the concept. Okay,
Uh,
any other things we need to touch on?
maybe
Were there any
question.
one-off characters that were particularly memorable? I liked Jeremy. Jeremy was cool.
I liked Trainee's was it uncle or granddad?
Yeah,
I liked him.
Uncle
He was funny.
Howard.
Uncle Howard, yeah.
There was Jason's dad who was ripped as fuck.
Completely. Um
I don't remember
who
like
else?
any of the parents as characters except for I remember Bulk's mom. That's the only one I like remember anything about.
Oh yeah. Um I guess she wasn't really a one-off, but of course we can't go this video without talking about um I don't even remember her name.
Angela?
Angela, yeah.
Yeah. She was love interest for Zach. Very bipolar,
They
very
got
hard to
together
understand. They got together and now she's never gonna
and
be
now
in the
we're never
show
gonna
again.
see her again. Yeah.
Yeah.
No more Angela.
Rip Angela.
Um who else was there?
There's that awful, terrible little girl that Kim and Trini had to take care of.
Yeah. Yikes. But
Maria, I
on
believe
the
her name was.
on the opposite end there was it Kimberly's sister or cousin that was doing the cheerleading?
Oh, her
And
cousin, Kelly. Yes.
her cousin, yeah, Kelly.
I liked Kelly. There was the. I wish I could remember her name so I didn't just have to refer to her by her disability, but I don't remember her name. So there was the deaf girl who was great from
Let
Different
me
Drum, which is still one of our top episodes.
Melissa.
Melissa.
Yeah, Melissa was amazing. Like how she handled being in that situation where she was kidnapped with a bunch of other kids and there were monsters there, and she was the one that was like taking the charge in order to get out safely because she knew that the Rangers would be there for them at some point. She was amazing.
Yeah, that was great. That was Chef's Kiss. And yeah, there were probably a couple others, but I think those were we touched on the most memorable ones.
Should we speak about like our favorite episodes?
Well, we're gonna do the top and bottom 10. I guess we'll do that now before we rank the Rangers of the season. So the bottom 10 episodes of the season from where we're going best to least best because the point is to say what's the worst. So we want to end with the absolute worst.
Top 10 worst episodes of Mighty Morphin season 1.
So from 42 to 52, Day of the Dumpster, surprising. I don't know how that ended up happening, but sure.
The start where it all began.
Calamity Kimberly. What even happened in Calamity Kimberly?
Calamity Kimberly. That's the one where she was like shrunken into that samurai guy's pop.
Yes. And then it's High Five, aka Billy, you're too high up. Belongs there for sure.
You're too high up.
Billy, you're too high. Billy.
A cute Billy just smoking something.
I was about to make that joke.
Am I? I think I'm the perfect amount of high.
Then it's a pressing engagement, which I'm shocked is this low. A King Sphinx episode. That must have been Crow Royalty's fault. Every time I see an episode that I know is like way lower than it should be, I'm like, that was Crow Royalty. Crow Royalty did that to me. But
Blame Crow.
they get to have their say, so it remains that way. And then 46, For Whom the Bell Trolls, which is the Tickle Sneezer episode, which again, I don't think it should be this low.
I liked the Tickle Sneezer episode.
Number 47, An Oyster Stew, which was the season finale that was not a finale in any way, except for Angela. And then there's... What was that?
Uh,
What was that British AI voice?
Okay, something weird just happened in a tab I had open. I'm just gonna close that.
Okay.
Next
is Reign of the Jellyfish. And then it's Island of Illusion. I Guy. Big Sisters, which is the one with the terrible, awful little girl, is second to last. And Teamwork, which is the Minotaur episode, which somehow it's because the power weapons got introduced, but somehow Minotaur is like one of the most immediately recognizable monsters in Power Rangers. But his episode was bad.
Yeah, like the
Minotaur
only
was one of the
thing.
ones they brought back in Once and Always. That's how much people remember Minotaur, but the episode sucked.
Yeah, it was not a good episode.
All right. Now we'll do our top 10 from 10 to 1. At number 10, Cleanup Club. Good episode. Number 9, The Classic. I'm kind of offended that it's this low, but I know that was my fault and I made those decisions on purpose, but at least it's in the top 10. Food Fight. Number 8 is Happy Birthday, Zach. The emotional scarring of Zach Taylor. That's one of my favorite titles of the podcast.
Yeah, like everyone just forgetting or pretending to forget. Damn.
Number 7, we've got the Body Swap episode, Switching Places.
Oh yeah, with Kim and Billy swapping bodies.
Yeah, it was a great episode. And then number 6, Power Ranger Punks. Where
Again
Kim and
with
Billy
Kim
are
and Billy
punks.
doing stuff outside of their usual range.
I think they tried to make Kim and Billy like a duo for a while, and then they just kind of abandoned that concept.
Yeah.
And then now we're to the top 5. These are the big dogs. Number
Best
5,
episode.
Return of an Old Friend. It's number 5, which is the episode where Tommy came back.
Yeah. The
Number
Green Ranger
4,
returns.
Number 4, Different Drum. Number 3, Doomsday. The season finale that was 20 episodes early.
Yeah.
Number 2, Green with Evil. And number 1, Green Candle.
Yep. The Green Ranger gets a lot of spotlight with the top
Top
spots.
5. Well, it's funny actually because like those 3 are really high and they're Green Ranger episodes. The rest of the top 10 is pre-Tommy. Or at the very least, Cleanup Club I think was not pre-Tommy, but he just wasn't in it for no reason.
Yeah, but I mean, if episodes that revolve around you claim 3 of the top 5 spots, 2 of which are the top 2, then you're doing well for yourself.
That's true. That is the compelling argument. So there you go. Those are our top and bottom 10. Should I just like I'll run through the whole list at turbo speed just for reference. You could listen to this at 0.5 speed if you're interested in actually hearing our whole list. So I'll go from bottom to
Have a
top.
link in the description.
Mm,
Let's have a
mm,
document where it's just listing all of the episodes in our order.
I'll never remember to do that. This will take 5 seconds.
Right.
52, Teamwork. 51, Big Sisters. 50, I Guy. 49, Island of Illusion. 48, Reign of the Jellyfish. 47, An Oyster Stew. 46, For Whom the Bell Trolls. 45, A Pressing Engagement. 44, High Five. 43, Calamity Kimberly. 42, Day of the Dumpster. 41, Dark Warrior. 40, The Yoke's on You. 39, Birds of a Feather. 38, To Flee or Not to Flee. 37, Grumblebee. 36, Football Season. 35, Itsy Bitsy Spider. 34, No Clowning Around. 33, The Trouble with Shell Shock. 32, The Spitflower. 31, Lions and Blizzards. 30, Rita's Seed of Evil. 29, Something Fishy. 28, The Rock Star. 27, A Star is Born. 26, Foul Play. 25, Enter the Lizinator. 24, Plague of the Mantis. 23, Gung Ho. 22, Peace, Love, and Woe. 21, Crystal of Nightmares. 20, Second Chance. 19, Mighty Morphin Mutants. 18, Foul Play in the Sky. 17, A Bad Reflection on You. 16, Two Heads Are Better Than One. 15, A Pig Surprise. 14, On Fins and Needles. 13, Trick or Treat. 12, Wheel of Misfortune. 11, Life's a Masquerade. 10, Cleanup Club. 9, Food Fight. 8, Happy Birthday Zach. 7, Switching Places. 6, Power Rangers Punks. 5, Return of an Old Friend. 4, Different Drum. 3, Doomsday. 2, Green with Evil. 1, Green Candle. And that is the official Mighty Morphin Season 1 episode ranking
From Megazord Radio, that is.
for Megazord Radio. No, it's real. This is objective, correct facts. You can't argue with it because it's we're geniuses and you're not. Nightster was about to defend you peons for a moment, but then he realized, what am I doing? I am a genius.
Now I realize there's no arguing with self-righteous dicks like Riley, so
True. All right. So now we got to rank the Power Rangers because, of course, here on Megazord Radio, we are keeping an ongoing ranking of every single Power Ranger, adding Rangers as we finish each season. We will be ranking these characters to the best of our ability because we've already seen them in other things and that might influence us subconsciously. But to the best of our ability, we're going to try to base it on this season, and then we will revisit their ranking based on their appearances in later seasons. So based on season 1, we now have to rank the original 6 Power Rangers against the Cosmic Fury Rangers, which we have already ranked. And we can decide where they rank individually. But I'm just gonna say right now, I think maybe the worst one of them is worse than Amelia, and the rest of them are all better than all the Cosmic Fury Rangers we ranked. I think. I don't know how you feel about that.
Wait, I completely spaced out there.
Okay, so my pitch is that the worst of the six might not be as good as Amelia, and the rest of them are above all the Cosmic Fury Rangers, I think.
Okay. Let me make my own document so I can
Oh, do you not
visualize
have
my own
access to
ranking.
this? Hold on. I can just share this one to you. I put it in secret chat.
Uh, there it is. Oh yeah. I still hate that Heckle is the last one.
I mean, he's not gonna be the last one forever, but he was not very impactful, unfortunately.
Uh,
I think like I don't know, who do you think is the worst of the original six? Who do you think goes to the bottom of that? Because obviously I think it's Billy, and I don't know if you're gonna fight me on that or not.
I'm not gonna fight on that. I do think it's Billy, but that's not to say I don't like him. It's just they all shine so much better.
That's
Oh
fair. So I think Billy might be below Amelia, and other than that, they're all
yeah,
gonna be above what we have ranked so far.
yeah. So in between, Izzy and Amelia are gonna be
So the
all
new our
my
new number two Power Ranger for just a second, Billy. Fix the numbers.
maybe do all the names and then fix the numbers after. Otherwise, it's just gonna be name numbers, name numbers, name numbers.
Yeah, it's true. I'm gonna finish because I already started, but beyond this, I won't. All
Yeah,
right. No, because it's gonna confuse me if I don't do it. We just have to shut up entirely when I fix the numbers so that it just gets cut out of the final. But anyway, who's next? I think Trini.
I thought you were gonna say that, but oh, she's one of my favorites.
You see, that's the thing, right? Is like
She's my
Trini.
number. She's my number two.
I didn't really feel like I liked Trini that much, but she did impress me on this watch through. But it's just all the characters are so good that I still feel like she's number five out of the six.
I would have put Jason here.
Really?
Yeah,
That's crazy. Jason over Trini? And wow. Or Jason under Trini? What the
yeah.
hell? I don't know if I can sign off on that. Jason's one of my goats.
My ranking would have been Billy, Jason, um, Kimberly, Zach, Trini, Tommy.
I think that Jason being the leader and having led the Rangers into battle so many times and like having a lot of good like noble I think that ekes him above Trudy. I think we have to put Trudy here and then maybe Jason.
I don't know if I can get behind putting Trini so low because
You see, comparatively to this team, she's going to be low. But again, same thing with Heckle, except Trudy's in a much better position than even Heckle is. Over time, she'll probably be pretty high.
yeah, I guess I
Okay,
hate
so
this, but
Bub Amelia, Trini, and then Jason. And then this is where it gets hard for me. This is where it becomes a Sophie's choice. Because on the one hand, you've got Zach, who damn near toppled Tommy as our mathematical favorite character and just oozes charm and is so lovable. But then you have Kimberly, and I really like Kimberly.
Hip Hop Kido, leader of the friend group, uh, amazing charm, has an axe that is also a cannon. I
True.
think Zach beats out Kimberly.
You're right. I think that will change when we reassess Kimberly because she gets better over time. But based on season 1, I'm willing to
Season
cop to it.
season 1 alone, Zach is better than Kimberly.
Okay, so Kimberly, Zach, and then why did I think we missed one? Tommy.
Yeah.
All right. Now I will fix the numbers. All right. So far we have ranked 15 Power Rangers, the official Megazord Radio Power Ranger ranking from bottom to top. Number 15 we got Heckle. Number 14 we got Zato. Number 13 Fern. Number 12 Ollie. Number 11 Ion. Number 10 Mick. Number 9 Javi. Number 8 Izzy. Number 7 Billy. Number 6 Amelia. Number 5 Trini. Number 4 Jason. Number 3 Kimberly. Number 2 Zach. And number 1 which is why I imagine he will stay for a very long time, Tommy Goddamn Oliver.
Yeah. There's a lot of disagree on this list, but we'll see.
Well, let's because we got to try to come to an agreement. Is the problem? Is there anything that you egregiously disagree with here?
The main 3 thing that I disagree with is Heckle being so low, Trini being so low. Well, low in her
She's
season.
in the top 5.
I know, but I meant low in her season. And Ollie being above Fern.
You know what? One of those I will fix right now because I agree with you.
I do not think Ollie is better than Fern.
Wait, I deleted it and then I did the same thing. Okay, so now Ollie is number 13 and Fern is number 12. Heckle.
Okay.
The thing about Heckle is maybe when we watch Dino Charge, we will revisit the ranking of Heckle, even though he's not a Power Ranger in that season. That will contribute to his character. But based on Cosmic Fury, he just didn't really do that much, unfortunately. I wish he was more, and I can't justify ranking him over Zato because Zato had such a good arc, and I definitely can't justify putting him above anybody else.
Yeah, the only thing that would have been reasonable would have been to, at least in my eyes, would have been to put him above Zato, because Zato's character just wasn't all that, and Heckle's they have.
It wasn't all that in Dino Fury, but I feel like it kind of was in Cosmic Fury. I was very Zato kind of got biasly ranked. Honestly, I did kind of count Dino Fury when I was ranking Zato. If I didn't, I probably would have ranked him a couple ranks higher, even because he was great in Cosmic Fury specifically.
I feel like in Cosmic Fury, Heckle and Zato have the opposite problems. Whereas Heckle has such an amazing personality and character, he doesn't do enough in Cosmic Fury. Whereas Zato, in my opinion, does not have a good personality and character, but he does a lot more. That's my thing. And I just like Heckle more than I like Zato.
That's fair. It's just they made me care about Zato emotionally because he was slowly dying. So that kind of did some patchwork on my issues with him and his depth. And I thought the arc was really powerful. Zato's not going to stay particularly high, and Heckle will probably go
he's
up
not
when we watch Dino
particularly high.
Charge.
He's not high at all. He's
He's not high at
second to
all.
last.
And I think he'll continue to be ranked under more Rangers as we add them. And I think Heckle will probably move up when we watch Dino Charge.
Yeah.
And then Tree and Jason, look, it's one spot. He's the Red Ranger. He's the GOAT. He's the leader. Cut him some slack.
Yeah. I can't think of anything to say to defend Trini, but I just like her.
I like her a lot, and I think she's going to remain quite high as we add more Rangers. But I ranked her over Amelia, and I constantly praise Amelia. So she's going to stay pretty high. But I think Jason has to eke it out just because he has a lot of good leader moments, and will continue to, which is not obviously factored in now, but it will be factored in later. I don't know if he'll move up just because all the other characters remain so good, but he does have some good moments in season 2 as well. Speaking of season 2, that's where we're heading next, Nightster. Are you excited?
I mean, that'll be after we do the.
No, you're right. You're right. I'll talk about that in a minute. But in
Yeah,
general,
after
uh,
the thing, the
yeah, we're
season
moving to
2.
season 2. Are you
I'm
excited?
excited for it, yeah, because I'm excited for White Ranger Tommy because you gush about him a lot. I'm excited for Zed. I'm excited for one episode in particular that I know is in season 2,
Ooh, what's
which
the episode?
I think you can guess. Knowing
Green Ranger versus
me,
White Ranger.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, because like
I think it's
you know
actually called
me,
Return of the Green Ranger. I don't know why I always
yeah,
call it Green Ranger versus White Ranger.
yeah. I mean, it's the Green Ranger. I love that suit, even if they botched it with the terrible shield. No fault of
Well,
their own, but still.
the good news is not only will you see the Green Ranger in that episode, you will continue to see the Green Ranger for the first third of the season. So you got some Green
Oh,
Ranger left.
nice, awesome.
But yeah, Lord Zed coming to town. That's exciting.
Zed is coming to town.
We already met in Cosmic Fury, but we're gonna meet the original version of him that is beloved by all.
The one that wasn't turned into a massive joke.
Yeah. Well, eventually they do turn him into a joke, but it's like a good joke. I like comedic Power Rangers villains, and once Zed marries Rita, and especially once Rito comes into the mix, they do kind of become like a comedy based villain troupe, but I really like it.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to like Initial Z because I've heard that he's quite the intimidating villain.
Yeah. He was so intimidating, in fact, that's why they had to tone him down because parents complained. So,
That's going to be interesting. See the sudden shift between intimidating Zed and a little bit more goofy Zed.
but folks, oh fuck, there's one thing we didn't do,
What?
and I forgot about it because we didn't do it last time because there was only one thing. We're ranking the seasons too. We got to have the official Megazord Radio season ranking, which means uh, I don't think it's hard. I think Mighty Morphin season one's better than Cosmic Fury. Would you agree?
Yep, I agree.
All right, so our number one season so far, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers season one, and then coming in behind it at number two is Power Rangers Cosmic Fury.
Oh, I feel like once we get into the Disney era seasons, there's going to be some disputes over which season is better than what.
Yeah, probably. But all right, now we're done. Now we've done all the business that we need to do. So next week, folks, we're gonna be doing a little turbo recap of the first two seasons of Ninja Kids because there's no way I'm watching that shit 2 episodes at a time when it was not official and it looked awful and it starred 12-year-olds. But they are carrying lore over, so we do have to watch it if we want to watch the new season that's official. And they're teenagers now, so they're not dumb 10-year-olds, and they don't have shitty costumes because it's official. So we're gonna do the first two seasons all in one shot. And then we will review the third season 2 episodes at a time as it starts to come out. So that's the plan for Ninja Kids. We had to get in on the Ninja Kids thing. It's the only it's all the fan base is talking about because it's all we've gotten in so long.
The only
We're also
official,
invested in Ninja Kids because it's the only official Power Rangers we've had since Cosmic Fury.
and there's been like one other thing that was supposed to come out, but then it got cancelled, so now
I think
it's.
there were two other things. I think there was two Netflix
Oh, yeah.
reboots that both got canceled.
The Ninja Kids is taking the helm, and oh boy.
I have faith that season 3 is going to be something enjoyable, but I have a feeling next week is just going to be us bullying 12-year-olds for an hour.
I'm not looking forward to having to watch this, but what we do for the franchise.
So that's what you get next week, and then the week after that, season 2, baby, The Mutiny, parts 1 through 3. Is this the first time we've had to do? We did a 5-parter for Green with Evil, but I think this is the first 3-parter.
I think this is the first 3-part, yeah.
It's the second time we've ever covered 3 episodes in one Megazord Radio. The first being Green with Evil 1 through 3. I think we did the 3 first.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Well, you weren't there. It was co-royalty.
Yeah, but I did go back and watch
Okay.
Megazord Radios, so I'm pretty sure.
Wow,
that
you actually watched the podcast. It's crazy.
I mean, yeah, if I'm part of the podcast, I'm gonna go back and see like our origins.
How'd you feel about our 4.5-hour episode about Cosmic Fury?
Oh, that was one to get through. I tell you that much.
Co-royalty really hates Cosmic Fury. That kid needs to check his rage. It's just a show, bro.
One, their age, but yes, I agree.
I thought I said their age. Fuck.
You said his age.
Damn it. Someday I'll learn. I'm trying, folks. Okay? Don't cancel me.
I call you out every time.
Thank you. I need to be trained. They won't even call me out anymore, so I need somebody to do it.
Yeah, like, because I'm like, I'm very passionate about making sure someone is referred to correctly.
I'm very invested in the LGBTQ community and referring to them
Yeah.
properly. It's just my brain was wired in such a way where I didn't know about these things until my brain was already formed, and my brain was formed under the context of people are either he or she, and it's very hard for me to learn something else. I think co-royalty is valid as a non-binary individual. I just have a very hard time remembering to use they.
Like, I will admit that sometimes I fall under the same trap, not with using the they pronouns with people who are non-binary, but there are some like areas of the LGBT community that I either don't know about
Neopronouns.
or that slipped my head. Like, a more recent one for me that has caused me trouble was um someone was like mirror pronouns,
What are mirror pronouns?
which means that that person would use the same pronouns as the person that they're talking to.
What? That's a thing?
That is a thing that which I have learned through having a friend who is um that is mirror pronouns.
That's really interesting. I've never heard of like a pronoun variable besides like people who do like he they and she they and stuff. Like I've never heard of like this based on the situation it flips. That's interesting.
The individual uses the same pronouns you would use in that conversation. So,
Interesting.
say for example, if I was mirror pronoun, you would still use he. But say if Sarah was talking to me and I use mirror pronouns, she would refer to me as a she. But I keep forgetting that with my friend who does use mirror pronouns, not sure how to refer to that person when talking about them because they're not here. So I'm just gonna say they just to be neutral about it.
We'll see if
Hoping
they
that's
like
fine.
that. Used to be just okay all the time, but then some trans people were like, I hate that actually, please stop. And now it's
Yeah.
complicated. It used to just be if you weren't sure about somebody's gender identity, you could say they, and that would be the safe option. But that does not work anymore sometimes.
'Cause, um, I would keep calling her she by mistake, and oh god, I just said her. Oh my, see, I just did it then. Um, I'd I'd keep calling them a she and a her by mistake, and I'd get called out on it as I should be because I'm not meant to do that. So
You know,
yeah,
that one would be a little easier to manage. When it comes to like neopronouns, like we did have a friend who used neopronouns for a time. I don't think they do anymore. I don't know what their pronouns are nowadays. I don't talk to them enough. Are they in their bio? Let's see. That is not the right server. That's a server that just me and Nightster are in. She, they, okay. Uh, Rhea used to be like Zay, Zer, or something.
I miss Raya.
Yeah, those are tougher. Those are like
Mm.
I will acknowledge you as valid, but you cannot expect me to remember that shit. I can't do it.
No shade towards Raya, but what really made it difficult was the fact that they kept. I'm pretty sure they kept changing, didn't they?
Yeah,
Like
they were like
one,
Faye Fair for a minute.
yeah, there was Faye Fair, there was Zayzim, I'm pretty sure. I think it was an identity thing, and they weren't too sure what
Yeah, they were trying
they
to
felt
figure it
the most
out.
comfortable
It's
thing,
understandable.
which is valid. Yeah, absolutely valid.
I went by she her for like a week to see what it was like. Wasn't for me as it turned out, but I gave it a shot.
One thing that you may not know about me, yourself, Riley, is that um, he, him is actually not particularly what I go by right now.
Oh? Are you
It's
coming
actually
out to me?
not particularly. It's just he, they. It's just not,
Oh, okay.
it. Not big of a deal. It's just this is it. Are you gonna call me a he or a they? Feel free. You know.
I don't know if you're like this. I feel like you're not like this, Nightster, but my issue with he theys and she theys is it seems like usually they kind of prefer they them and they've just
Uh,
put he or she as like a honeypot to like get upset with people secretly.
I couldn't care less. Um, what you call me, as long as it's not something that I'm not. Like, don't call me a she, because I'm not.
My beautiful dazzling queen co-host Nightster.
Fuck it off. Fuck it off. I can't even make the joke that I'll start doing the same to you because then that's just the pronoun version of a dead name.
Dead pronouns.
Dead pronouns. So I can't even do that.
I mean, I can't be brought to give a shit what people call me. I'm technically any all in that I won't get upset with you regardless of what you call me. Like I have a high voice and I worked at a call center for 5 years. There is an unfathomable amount of people who have called me she and I do not correct them.
You do not sound like a she.
Not like in this nice headset mic, but like over the phone. It
Uh,
could be confused.
yeah, maybe the voice can change there.
And also I kind of do a higher voice because I'm doing like a customer service voice and that naturally goes like a pitch higher.
Oh, go
So
on.
what you want me to do my customer service voice?
Go on, do it. For the viewers.
uh I have to think of what to say because I can't expose the companies I was working for.
Just like say something about this channel, but use that voice.
Thank you for calling Megazord Radio. How can I help you today?
Okay, yeah, I can see how that could
Yeah.
get you mistaken. You actually kind of sounded like a woman there.
Yeah. It works to my advantage sometimes, because then there are like the weird guys who just want to talk to me so they could like talk to a hot girl that they imagine in their minds, and then I sell them the thing, and I'm like, haha, I wasn't a woman the whole time. You're gay, actually.
Why are you gay?
Why are you gay? I
Respect
think
to
I
all
had
of them.
somebody say something like flirtatious to me one time, like at the end of the call, and I like purposely dropped back to my normal voice. It was like, thanks, bro.
Oh, how did they react to that?
I think they just hung up.
Just nope.
There was a
Oh,
guy who would call us in the last program I worked before I quit. There was a guy who would call, and I never got him. I wish I did get him so I could know how effective my perceived woman voice is. Because it was this guy who would literally, this fucking creepazoid, who would literally call in. He would hang up if he got a male operator, and if he got a female operator, he would talk to them and like bullshit them for as long as he could, and he was definitely audibly jerking off.
oh,
Yeah.
oh, that is gross.
It's real gross. But I wish I
That's
got him
so-
and that he thought I was a woman so I could troll him.
my God, imagine like having your nut ruined by finding out
Right when
the
I let the
woman
boy
you're
voice
talking
flip.
to.
Yeah.
Like, wait until it sounds like you know from the sound that he's,
I have
close.
to
And then
analyze his jerk off sounds to figure out the exact moment.
at the perfect moment, just go, thanks, bro. I mean, it'll scar you because you have to listen to that, but worth it for the ultimate troll.
Yes. But anyway, folks. Nightster, where can I listen to find you?
Find me on Toku Thrill with Riley and some other friends where we talk about anything Tokusatsu related, so Power Rangers, Super Sentai, Kamen Rider, Ultraman, all that good stuff. And my solo channel Nightster where I just do gaming videos. And of course I'm here every Wednesday. Yeah. Where can they find you?
There you go, folks. linktr.ee/Riely Cinematic Universe. That's RIELY Cinematic Universe. Podcasts, YouTube channels, social medias, all sorts of things you can check out, all in one convenient place. That's linktr.ee/Riely Cinematic Universe. Riely is spelled RIELY. Don't forget that. It's important.
Yeah, the correct spelling, at least in this
No,
case.
nobody cares about the correct spelling, Riely Cinematic Universe. Who
And no one cares
cares?
about Riley Griffin.
Exactly. Fuck that guy. No, they're good. Riely spelled correctly. Shout out to Young Clippa. He was supposed to come on this show. I should hit him up again. That motherfucker. He always says he wants to go on my shows, and he's impossible to schedule. But anyway, that's it. The show's over.
Yeah.
Until next time, we're morphing out of here. It's
Morphin
morphin' time.
time.